Hi everyone, how are we all doing? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you a few easy and chic outfit formulas for the late summer. These are looks that I've been wearing over the last couple of weeks or so, and the main distinguishing factor here is that these looks are really meant to be comfortable, nothing too fussy, nothing too restrictive, because it is still really hot outside, and I just want to be as comfortable as possible for these last days of the summer. So without further ado, I'm going to get into the video. I'm obviously also going to show you a couple of new pieces because it wouldn't be one of my videos with a few new additions to my wardrobe. What can I say? I love fashion. It's not going to change at this point. I'm just going to go with it now without going too wild. So let's just kick off with what I'm wearing here in this first look. The linen shirt is an old one from COS. This is one of my favorite COS pieces. I also have it in white because it's kind of just a really relaxed fit and super comfortable and practical as well. And then I've paired it with these white culottes, which are also from COS. So I picked these up a couple of weeks ago, but they have been in their collection for quite a while now. I don't know if they're like a standing piece or something like that. And these are really good. They're super wide leg. They're out of like a cotton poplin and super breezy and comfortable. I have a pair of white culottes already. They were from Zara, and unfortunately I can't wear them at the moment because they don't fit. I'm sad about it because I like them and I missed having a pair of white culottes. Hence I picked up these ones that you can see here. And with that, I've got on a new pair of flattered sandals. Can't quite remember what their name is. I'm going to look it up and put it on the screen for you here. These ones were on sale in the white, and honestly, they are super chic, super comfortable, and I can only recommend them. So this is how I'd style this first look. You can see it in the cutaways here. I would probably put it with my Dragon Diffusion bag, and then possibly with a pair of white sunglasses, the white flattered sandals, and this gives you a super laid back, kind of easygoing vibe, and that's what I'm always after. If you've been around here for a while, then you know that this is kind of my favorite way of dressing. So moving on to another trouser shape that I've been really enjoying over the last year or so, which is barrel leg trousers, and I've got a good few variations of those, but the ones that I'm going to show you in this next look here, they are also from COS. I don't think they're like a new addition to their website either. I think they've been around for a while, but there was a sale on a couple of weeks ago and things were down at half price, so I decided I was going to get those. So this is something that I love wearing now, especially now that the temperatures are changing and you might dig out some longer trousers again. These ones are a really good pair. So in this first look, I've styled them here with a brown t-shirt. T-shirts to me are just what I live in. To be honest, I am quite lazy when it comes to things like this, and I want to be comfortable when it's still hot outside. So t-shirts are just, for me, the better option than to go for some kind of fancy blouse that has lots of detail or anything like that. The most important thing here being that if you want to dress up a t-shirt, the t-shirt itself needs to be a good one, right? So this is the Massimo Dutti brown t-shirt that I showed in my last video. I've washed it already. It's really good. I can only recommend it, and it's super lightweight. And this whole white and brown outfit comes together really nicely with the Dragon Diffusion bag that I also showed you in my last video. And then on my feet, I've got the Massimo Dutti snakeskin sandals. I would probably, if I'm being honest, in an ordinary day, I would wear this, but I would probably swap out the shoes for something that is just a little bit more comfortable and wearable, especially if you're on your feet quite a lot. Hence, I created a variation on this first look with black. On top, I've got like just a black v-neck, a linen top. And then on my feet, I've got some pretty chunky black sandals. I picked them up in the sale. They are from a brand called Pedro Miralles, I believe. Yes, Spanish brand, funky and comfortable. And I live in ugly shoes like this, as you know. So this was my second play on this look. And then as a bag, what I've got here is also something that I got in the recent COS sale. And I love this little basket bag. It's just so cute, out of raffia with some black trimmings, and it just kind of instantly makes any look a little bit more summery, but it also ties in any black or dark colors that you might be wearing in your outfit. And I think it was just really worth getting this because it was super, super affordable. So apart from the new additions to my wardrobe, we have also had this new addition. It's a little rescue kitty here. You might be able to see that little poor Luna only has one eye. But that doesn't bother us. She is a lovely little cat. Yeah, do you like this furry thing? You sweetheart. And she gets on terrific with our other cats. So all going well so far with her. She's about 4 months old at this point, and she's had a very rough beginning. So we're going to see if we can make her life a little better. So the other day I was rooting around a little bit in my wardrobe, and I rediscovered this skirt that I'm going to show you here on the screen now, which is a linen skirt from COS. I picked that up a year or two ago, I can't quite remember, in the summer sale. And it was one of these sellout pieces that was all over Instagram at the time as well. It came with a matching vest that I didn't buy, but it's a really long line, kind of straight cut skirt with slits on the side. And I have to say, to my great shame, that I've not worn this skirt once. So I decided to make an effort to style it. Because of the slits on the side, it's just a bit of a standout piece. And I think the trick with these kind of pieces is to really try and dress them down. And this is where the humble t-shirt comes in here once again, which also makes this whole look super comfortable. And this t-shirt that I'm wearing here is a COS t-shirt. This is like their kind of boxy t-shirt. I don't know if it has a particular name, but it looks like a men's t-shirt, but the quality is absolutely fantastic. And again, I've paired this with the Dragon Diffusion bag and the Massimo Dutti snakeskin sandals. I mean, you have a million options here to play around with accessories, like straw bags. Raffia bags would look equally lovely. And yeah, you could put a pair of heels on if you wanted it a bit smarter, but I was deliberately trying to go for a daytime look with this standout skirt. Next up, one of the pieces I've really enjoyed wearing recently, and this is something that I picked up a good few months ago now, are these brown Bermudas that I've shown you in a video. I think it was around May time or possibly early June. They are just so good, and they're super easy to style up or down, which is why I love them. So in this first look, again, I'm going in with this white t-shirt that I've just shown you. Honestly, a good t-shirt is half the answer to your laid back looks that really work. So I will recommend COS again, Arket and Massimo Dutti. But yeah, then I've put the black pendant necklace from COS on top. And then I thought maybe a pop of color would be nice with this look. I mean, you don't have to, but you certainly can. And I dug out this COS bag from a few years back now. They still make this shape in various colorways, but this one is in this really funky green, which I think they called avocado. Any pop of color here really works, or you can just keep it all neutral if you like. That would work as well. And then for shoes, I thought that the white and the brown would really lend themselves to wearing those cow print sandals from Zara, which I do really love. By the way, if you remember my sandal dilemma from the previous video, I am pleased to report that I have not ordered the expensive Cézanne sandals, and that I have instead kept the Zara sandals that I bought, which were a lot more affordable and are doing the same job. These Bermudas can also get a little bit dressier if you swap out the top. And funny, this top I must have had for years, 10 years, I don't know, I couldn't tell you. It's actually a really, really cheap one from Zara that I nearly decluttered the other day when I was going through some old blouses, and then decided to give it an iron and try it on again. And it's actually a really nice, super floaty, out of a very, very thin and comfortable, breathable material. So if you wanted to dress those Bermudas up in a bit of a more feminine way, because they can look a bit boyish, right? This is a good option to use a top like this. And then I swapped out the sandals again for my Massimo Dutti snakeskin ones to dress this up a little bit. And I've paired it here with the raffia clutch bag from Zara in brown. So this is how you can take these Bermudas and just make them look a little bit more feminine and a little bit more dressed up and stylish. It wouldn't be a summer outfit video without a dress. And here is a dress now that is from a brand called We. And I picked this up in the sale a couple of weeks ago. It was also super, super affordable. The front is white linen, the back is cotton, and honestly, dresses like this I live in. They are just so good because they are super, super comfortable. The dress has pockets, hooray. It's a bit of a shorter one as well, while it's still hot outside. I'm showing it here to you again with two different shoes, one that is more dressed up and one that is probably what I would be realistically wearing on a normal day, which are again those Pedro Miralles flats. Just for comfort, anything with like super thin straps in the heat of summer isn't the best thing to put on your feet if you have a lot of walking to do. So I would realistically wear something that is less flattering but more comfortable. So, and then I've kept it black and white, and I'm using my black COS bag again in that sort of funky shape, which has been a really good purchase in retrospective. And yeah, with a pair of like dark sunglasses, this is a look that I would wear on a daily basis. In actual fact, I wore it out yesterday when I had to go and run some errands. I thought as well I'd show you another Bermuda outfit. It's a similar proposition to the brown Bermudas that I've already shown you, with these denim Bermudas in like an off-white from COS from a couple of years ago. They still make similar cuts to this one. These ones are really, really good. And again, a good quality t-shirt here is your savior. So you're wearing a pair of shorts and a t-shirt. How stylish can it get? I do not know. But it actually starts coming together really, really nicely if you pair it with some nice looking slides. These ones are super affordable from Zara. I've got a kitten rolling around in front of me running after a ball with a bell, so excuse any background noise. It's difficult to it's difficult to make her stop. So yeah, it comes together really nicely with a pair of slides from Zara, and then I've got this lovely raffia bag with the leather trimmings from Mango from the sale last year. I love this bag. I've used it loads. It's my beach bag. It's my shopping bag. It's one of those things where you think afterwards, why didn't you buy this earlier? It's a really, really good one. And I've chucked this necklace on here, which is a natural stone necklace from Bijou Brigitte. Super affordable. If COS makes something like this, they're going to charge 3 times the price. But I do really like these stones. They're so, so nice. And I thought it was worth getting this necklace just to spice up some plainer outfits. We're nearly at the end here. And here I'm going in again with another linen maxi skirt. This is a super affordable one that I probably picked up like 7 or 8 years ago in Zara and recently rediscovered it. It's super plain, kind of pencil skirt, sort of midi length, and again with the blue t-shirt here from COS that is in a super, super lovely flowy quality. I just love this look. It's just so simple but good, right? The Dragon Diffusion bag can absolutely do no wrong in any outfit. Again, I'm going to show you 2 versions of this look, one with a pair of more comfortable sandals and then one with a pair of more chic sandals. So, you know, both work depending on the occasion, and I would wear both depending on what I'm up to on any given day. So that was it for my little late summer styling video. Cozy, comfortable, and yet chic outfits. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you liked any of the looks, leave me a comment down below and hit the subscribe button. Why don't you, if you enjoy my content? I'd love to see you back around here and see you again in the next video. Have a wonderful week and bye now.